Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinguished Originals! And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO custom Jurassic World Dominion Giant Locust. This is in collaboration with Ibizoa Universe, so watch out for his channel uploads also. And here are the winners of the Guesses PC contest. First up, Lucky Picks, Killer the Spinosaurus, Diana, Gigaraptor, Matt's World, Dustley, Kaiser, Mechanic Tiger, Blaze from YT, Theory, Jurassic Guy. Congratulations everyone, and of our top 10 winners, Optimus Prime Fan 69,
Top 10.
Ricozilla 12,
Top 9.
Grindor Fan 62,
Top 8.
Koji Fan at Eisen,
Top 7.
Jurassic Spider,
Top 6.
Ana Paula Sousa
Top
Santos,
5.
Mimic Production,
Top 4.
Rebnadu,
Top 3.
Aiden Stevenson.
Top
And before we
2.
head on with number 1, reminding you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Top 1.
Cretaceous Bricks, congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guesses PC contest. For those of you who would like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and in the homepage just click on the community link and it will lead you to all our posts. And now moving along with the making of the Jurassic World Dominion Giant Locusts. So first up, we have here our kit bash. We are actually using several parts such as the Lego carrot. We also have some syringes and arms from minifigures. The head is actually comprised of the what do you call those? The gears for most of the mobile or vehicles that are used for Lego. I just took out the stick and then reattached the head. Later on, I'll be using the stick again the points of the syringes for the antennae. And here is how it looks like so far. So this is actually the base body for our Locust. So here is what I was talking about earlier on for the head. So after several changes to it, this is how it looks like. The antennae are from the syringes. And also this is the comparison in size. So after that is already dry, we're now ready for some. So like most of my figures, I was actually using epoxy, non-sag, equal parts A and B mixed together, and those will be the actual clay that I'll be using for the sculpting. Now here we have it already done with several additional changes to it. I added some wings, wing parts on the Locust, and now we're sculpting on the head. The head of the Locust is quite elongated, unlike here wherein the base figure is actually very round. So we're tapering it down to a more oblong shape. And then later on, we'll be sculpting in some details such as that of the beak and the eyes. But I figured that sculpting the eyes on this one might be quite difficult, only because it's very small. So we will do some of the details later on in the painting. So now here is our Locust after it has been primered. So we actually use here Bosley number 68 in gray. When that is done, we'll be starting on the painting, and we'll be using different sizes of brushes, spotters, and some acrylic paints over there. Right, so let's begin with the first color. So this is actually a mixture of burnt sienna and some black, and then we're painting and slathering it on the entire figure. So you must be wondering why I'm doing this. This will actually be more of the low lights on the figure in itself, because the detailing on the Locust will be mainly on the bronzes and also some golds. So I'm quite excited actually to paint on this one, because it is the very first time that I'll be doing a very monotone type of creature. So we have here some golds and a mixture of yellow ochre here, and we're painting in on the wings. So as much as I wanted the wing to be very transparent, it's quite hard to do that for a small figure. Probably I was thinking of doing it very similar to the Leonopteryx or the one from Avatar that I've done before. So well, anyway, so now we're using here a much lighter color, and we're highlighting in on some details such as that of the eyes, the antennae, the mouth, and even the sides of the actual locust. It is highly dependent on how you want it to be detailed, but since it's a little bit hard for me to do that because the figure is so small, then we're just painting in on what we can do. So now we're highlighting on the eyes by placing there a catch light. This is just white, and then using a metallic brush that I have here, we're dotting down some paint on the eyes so that it would be somehow highlighted with catch lights. And lastly, we're just putting in here some details such as that of the lining of the eyes, and even veining the entire creature with some of this black marker. Now you might be thinking this is already the end of the video, since I've already placed in some of the details. Well, Mike of EB Toy Universe actually mentioned to me that maybe what you can do is that in the movie the locusts were actually burnt and were flying with a fire on the wings as well as that of the body. So now we're highlighting some parts of the figure with white here, and then later on we'll be painting it with some glow-in-the-dark paint. So this will actually give it that illusion that it's actually burning. So we're going to use here a glow folk art orange on those highlighted areas, the ones that we painted in white. So actually I did a double paint on this one, double layer, so that it's very opaque. Although I may not be testing this on on a dark light, then it's still okay because it actually brings back the the details here. And now to add in some more fun to it, I have here some flame details from Lego pieces, and then we're attaching it to the actual locust. And that's it for the making of the video. Thanks guys. Now let's move along with a little bit of dino trivia. Giant locusts are not real insects. While members of the grasshopper, cricket, and locust order existed in the Mesozoic, true grasshoppers and locusts evolved only in the Eocene when the grasslands began to appear. And now let's move along with the closer look. Hello everyone, and Evie here is back, and this is actually one of those exciting times that we're actually looking forward into, because this is the first ever time that we have made an insect in Extinguished. And since we're still on the Jurassic World Dominion Series, we actually made the giant locusts. Evie will be coming back later on for some size comparison. So let's first take a closer look on our giant locust. So in the movie, the actual species of these giant locusts were not specifically mentioned, but in the movie they're actually mentioned that they were from the Cretaceous era. Right, so let's first take a look at this first one. So the first one is actually a giant locust which had folded wings, as you can see here. So there are two variants on this one, at least three, but the other one is quite special, to be honest. So we have here the folded wing version. So they all have the same body type, and also what parts were used during the creation of these giant locusts. But you can see here different parts of the insect here. We have here the head, of course, the thorax, and then of course the abdomen, and of course the legs coming out from the body. And if you're going to take a look at the above section of our locust, you can see that the wings are actually folded and has some geometry on it. I tried it as much as possible to make it as symmetrical as I can, but since it's really small, well, this is how it actually ended up. And I'm still happy with it. So let's take a closer look at the other one. So we have here the locust, which had, you know, open wings, so they're actually flying. And in the movie, in the fields where the wheat were produced, the first locust attack was actually recorded, and Ellie Sattler was there to investigate it. So this is how I actually interpret it, as the locusts were they're actually swarming and flying over the fields. Right, so we have two antennae also there, and of course little feet coming out from the first two sets, and then of course a longer one, very typical of those locusts as well as grasshoppers. The wings are also seen here with several veins that I also included as, you know, as some sort of details to it. So it actually is somehow, you know, it adds up some details and a little bit of, you know, imagination to it. Alright, so last one, we have here the locust after it has been burned in the movie. So you can see here fire details on the wings as well as on the butt section of the locust. There are also several I guess what do you call those, burnt areas as well as lighted up areas on the locust, such as that of the wings, the legs, of course the thorax, and even the antennae are also burning, and also some parts of the head. So here's a closer look on it. So there are no articulations to this really small figure, and the only thing that we can do here is actually to have a space there for our stud receptor here to be placed. So you can put it on stand when it's flying, and when it's actually just walking, you can just place it on top of the table or so, like that, or you know, if you want to just place it there for display. Right, so those are the I mean, that's the closer look on the giant locust for you. Now we can now move on to the next section of this video.
This is size comparisons.
Alright, so before we move along with the size comparisons, I'd like to show you guys a few of the creatures that we've done here so far on the channel. Here's an update. So first up, we have our Gallimimus. So the Gallimimus is also seen in the movie just a little bit, but this is actually one of those herbivores, are actually one of my favorites. This is also Darius from Camp Cretaceous, favorite herbivore. So check out this video, guys. I hope you would like this one. I placed a lot of love into it, so please check out the video, put on a like, and share with your friends. Also, Toy Universe had a latest, you know, upload in his channel. Uncle Mike did a really great job on this one. This is the Giganotosaurus from Jurassic World, the game. So I think the way he colored this one is really graphic. You can see the fiery red and yellow colors on the body, but really the star of the show here would be this contrast of black, green, greenish black. Actually, it's not black, it's greenish black coloration all over its what do you call this, body, head, and also on the crest also of the Giganotosaurus. So please check out this video, please give it a like, and also share with your friends also. Right, so let's now move along with the size comparisons of our giant Locust here. And Evie here is back, and you know what guys, it's really quite hard to locate a typical size comparisons of a giant Locust and a human being, but you've seen the movie, right? So you can see that the giant locusts are really quite large, at least as large as the torso of a human being. One of those that they actually got was, I think that's not the adult locust already. It's almost as large as the larger than the head of the kid that was actually attacked in the farm. Alright, so moving along with our size comparisons, I'll just let EB tag along here so that we'll have a reference. First up, we have our baby Nasutoceratops. So here, you can see that although the baby Nasutoceratops is much larger than our giant locust here, you can see that it's quite large, to be honest, and it's formidable. Could be if a swarm would be attacking a baby Nasutoceratops, that would be quite unfortunate. Alright, so let's now move along with the next size comparison here. This is the Pleistorosaurus, also from Jurassic World Dominion. Right, it's almost as large as the Nasutoceratops baby here, and it has this hands or minifigure hands for its legs, and then of course it has two studs on its back, and the head is quite cute, to be honest. So this is one of the cutest things I've ever done or made here on Extinguished. So if you haven't checked out the Pleistorosaurus, guys, please check it out. Locate its video among the list that I've done so far. Alright, next up we have our Pyroraptor. Yeah, now I'm planning to get the Pyroraptor set for Jurassic World Dominion Lego. Hopefully I get that one, but unfortunately they're out of stock here in the Philippines. So we'll try to get that and probably compare the Atrociraptor, guys, for you once I have that particular set. But however, comparing it with that with the Pyroraptor, you can see that this is much more accurate. It has wings, it has several details such as the feathers on the head, also feathering on the tail like so, and more articulation as well. This one can actually move its head, its what do you call this, the wings, also the legs, and even the tail can be moved. So this one much larger than our swarm of giant locusts here, but yeah, so that's a size comparison for you guys for the Atrociraptor. Next up, we have our comparison with the, this is the Atrociraptor. So this is the Atrociraptor tiger for you guys. So it has this really cool design on the head, like so. Let me just focus the camera. So it has a really cool design for the head, some details on the back sections of the neck area here also. So that's the Atrociraptor by Extinguished for you guys. So if you haven't checked out this video, please give it some love and see it, and also share with friends if you can. Another one for our size comparison would be, of course, Blue. So here is my repaint of Blue, just as big as the Atrociraptors that I actually made, and this is with the Raptor squad from before. So I think if you haven't seen that video, guys, please check it out. It's a repaint of all the Raptor squads. Of course, we have Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. So check out the video, guys, if you haven't seen it yet. Among the last comparisons that I would be showing to you would also be this one. This is the Moros that I've done about a year ago or so. I know it's quite big, to be honest, so I'm thinking of making a Moros which is actually more in keeping with the movie. So if ever I would be making that one, guys, please do support that particular video, and let's see, if you really want to see a Moros remade for you guys, then please comment them down below. I'd like to hear from you and your comments. Right, so that's it for our size comparisons. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Oh yeah, wait. Before we go, I'd like to also compare this one with one of my little critters over here. This is the Compsognathus. So the Compsognathus actually is something that I made way before. The design is quite cool. It's also small and cute. Much like how a Compsognathus is to be depicted also. So if you guys want to check out how I made the Compsognathus, please check out my video. Right, and that's it for the size comparisons now, guys. Let's now move along with Extinguished species roll call, and we have here all the creatures that you see here. And if you do have other suggestions of other creatures here on Extinguished, be it dinosaur or pterosaur or whatever, please comment them down below. I'd like to see where you're at and also what your thoughts are about my collection and also my customs. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinguished playlist over here, but I'll be placing in individual links of all that you see here so that you won't have to go through all 200 and plus uploads that I have already done here on Extinguished. Right, so let's now start with our Extinguished species roll call. Let's start from this side. This is our Extinguished Jurassic World Dominion Lystrosaurus. This is our Extinguished Jurassic World Repaint Blue. This is our Extinguished Jurassic World Dominion Custom Pyroraptor. This is of course our Extinguished Jurassic World Dominion Moros Intrepidus. This is our Extinguished Jurassic World Dominion Atrociraptor. This is our Extinguished Jurassic World Dominion Baby Pseudoceratops. This is our Extinguished Jurassic World Compsognathus. And of course, to start the show here, this is our Extinguished Jurassic World Dominion Giant Locusts. So if you like the video, guys, again, give it a like, share with your friends, and also write in the comments below what you think of my customs. Right, so I'll be placing in and also additional clips of the giant locusts until the end of the video. So please finish the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Such a big grasshopper! 1, 2, and not only that, there's another one that is actually burning! Help me!
Don't worry, EB. Well, that's it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And for all your likes, your views, and your shares, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, CP Toy Universe and the Adventures of Myra and Asher. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!